there's a real problem Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan had. They were almost sickly competitive. And I mean to the point of I was just rewatching the Hall of Fame speech. Michael Jordan said he wouldn't want to be his own kids. I mean, he straight up was like, I wouldn't want to be you for anything in the world. Like, he has a sick competitive form. He got in a fight with teammates in the locker room, was never considered the best guy to be on a team with. He was sickly competitive. Kobe Bryant was the same way. Kobe Bryant at certain points, and don't even take my word for it, I'm a big believer in like what your peers say about you. There was guys who wouldn't talk shit to Kobe because they were just scared of him. Legitimately scared. It's like Steven Jackson has the quote. It's like, he wanted to rip your fucking head off. Like, rip that bitch off, throw it in the stands, and then shoot a jumper in your non-existent face. They would have never, and like people tend to say, oh, well, they would have adapted. No, I don't think there's a chance they would have joined teams like this. And to prove, Kobe Bryant didn't do it when the Celtics got together in '08. He didn't sit there and recruit guys and say, hey, you come play with me. Hey, you come play with me. What do you get, a 37-year-old Steve Nash who dislocated his knee a month later and didn't play again? Or what he get, Andrew Bynum, who was a bust? Yeah. Michael Jordan didn't get big-time free agents to go join him. But at the same time, Charles Barkley and all of them and went to join each other in Houston. Guys went to other places to stop Jordan. Jordan never asked someone to come to him to stay on top. The Kobe Jordan era of just relentless competitive nature, I'm not saying it's gone forever, and I'm not even trying to sound like the old man, but it's just gone because nobody has their problem. No one's that sick to their stomach. I'm going to win no matter what it takes. I don't care what you think about me, that these guys had. Like, LeBron single-handedly has just done nothing but call out GMs, switch teams, call out owners, switch teams again. And now there's even talk that if they lose this series and he doesn't get Paul George and Jimmy Butler, he's going to go switch teams again and go join someone else. Like, there's nothing wrong with it from the standpoint of he's an employee. If you find a job with a better opportunity, you go to it. But not if the very thing you do is based off of competitive. The whole reason we watch sports, whole reason sports started is it started as my town versus your town. My biggest kid on the block versus your biggest kid on the block. And they've completely destroyed that. I haven't bought into any of the arguments for saying like why sports are worse now than they were then, except that one. And it's only because if you look at the way think of it this way. The way Kobe and Jordan would struggle, I would take as a fan far, far over the way that when LeBron struggles. When LeBron struggles, he doesn't shoot. He gets passive. He stays so efficient but just not doing anything. Whereas Kobe and Jordan, they were like, fuck it, we're going to take 30, 40 shots. If I got to sit there and go down, let me go down with my best shot, which is putting the ball in either Kobe's hands or Michael Jordan's hands. People sit there and say, oh, well, LeBron's already the second greatest player of all time because whenever he messes up, people automatically compare him to Jordan. No, he compared himself to Jordan at the very beginning of the season, saying he was chasing the ghost. So if that's who you want to get compared to, be compared to him. But the mentality of the two guys are completely different. This is part of the reason why he is far more Magic than he is Jordan. Magic, he showed up to LA, Kareem was already there. No, Magic didn't even recruit guys like this. I'm sorry, I just talked myself out of my own arguing point. Magic didn't even, the guys who were there, the Lakers are just kind of notorious for getting free agents, and that's when that's out of Magic's control. Like, they've done that for the entirety of their career. Like, Shaq went to LA, but that wasn't a Kobe decision. Shaq went to LA in Kobe's second year in the league where he had zero pulling power because he just came off a season where he averaged 5 points a game because he was 19. You take Magic and Bird, where they started in the 80s, and they were so competitive. Let me remind you that haven't watched old film or just aren't old enough to know, there used to be plays in their playbooks if someone had 30 points on the team and you were down 20, you snatched that motherfucker out the sky and put him on his ass. Kurt Rambis got choked out from jumped up in the air, got ringed by his neck, and thrown on the floor, and it was just a foul. Not a flagrant, not a technical. It was just a foul. When Jordan played, fights on the court, in the locker room, some intense trash talking, which people, once again, the same way people really didn't talk shit to Kobe, ain't nobody say shit to Michael. Outside of some coaches, and those coaches did so well they got fired. We're losing the competitive balance, and if we're really going to get into this big three era where there's going to be 4 or 5 teams in the league that have the best 15, 16, 17 players, it's a wrap. If you don't like one of those teams, just turn your TV off, go watch golf. And we don't even got Tiger Woods anymore.